Mongoose Jake here to talk about a very inexpensive but very fun blaster from Busby. This is the Air Warriors Carnivore. Now, you've seen this in many iterations over the years. The whole single shot, bolt action, breech loading design that has been around for ages and ages, and it's basically timeless. This has showed up as the Predator, as the Alpha Rogue. I have an Alpha Rogue right here. Did a video on this. And of course the Predator's been around forever and has just been updated over and over, because it's actually seen a few updates. And despite me having literally about 15 to 20 of these things, I love these. These are the perfect blaster to loan out if you're going to have younger users, like say backyard battles. They are absolutely perfect just for plinking around the house with your family, and they're surprisingly fun to use for anybody of all ages. Because, I mean, the stock's not long enough for you to use as an adult, but you basically can use the thumb hole stock and just grip onto it. And who doesn't like priming a bolt action and loading it and firing it away? And of course, it is slow. But you don't buy this kind of blaster in order to be competitive. Buy it to have fun. Whether you want to set up some of the targets, like some of the motorized ones that run back and forth, or just some of the knockover targets, or going real simple, just some empty soda cans or water bottles that you've emptied out. Go ahead and take this and load up and plink away, knocking them over and then resetting them up as a lazy rainy day activity inside, like setting them up on your dining room table and just plink them over. That's the forte of this. And yeah, I'm going straight into where I think it's best used, because this is like the bread and butter of blaster usage. Despite people in the hobby thinking, higher FPS, more high capacity, more features, higher rate of fire, the bread and butter of blasters are basic ones like this that you can pick up. This one I bought with my own money for $12 at my local Dollar General. You can find actually I believe the Predators on Amazon and elsewhere. It's not hard to find these, despite Busby still having distribution issues to rectify. This is not hard to find these, and they're very inexpensive, and they're fun in that simple, basic, just having fun without any seriousness. Now, to be serious, it's actually decent performance-wise. This one, depending on the dart used, I was ranging between 75 to 77 feet per second. Now, the one thing, I do have a complaint with this. I have a complaint that's not the biggest one, but it's like, Busby, why are you still including this long-distance dart in anything anymore? Why? Why? It only comes with 4 of them. I actually know, not necessarily through the connections to Busby, but the logical explanation is they must have a whole bunch of these still stashed around, and, well, something like this is a way for them to get rid of their stash of long-distance darts. Throw 4 of them in with the single-shot blaster, get somebody some darts, and say a young user, like say a 8, 9, 10-year-old, they're not going to care that much. So Busby can get rid of their excess amount, but they really, really need to start including their better dart that they've came out with. They need to get these in with everything. So, minor complaint. I do like the fact that it still has the dart storage in the back, as you can see, but I am a little bummed that it doesn't have the actual dart slots like it used to. The old Predators used to have a molded in, obvious spot for you to store up to like 4 darts. Now they've made it to where you can see this stock, if you try to put a dart in it, it would not have the room to do that. So it's obvious why it's just kind of it's an angled compartment, so you just have to kind of lay them in there. But it's kind of neat that they're still there. You can still stuff some darts in. So it's the simplest of blasters. It comes with this little sight, which is actually one of my favorite It does have little crosshairs inside of there with some, you know, faux glass. It's just plastic, but it having the top rail with the included sight gives you a few of the darts, and it's all for 12 bucks. And it's the fun bolt action, which I wish Busby would bring back some of the blasters that are like this. Technically, the snipe still exists, but you can't hardly find it anywhere. The Predator, the Carnivore, the Alpha Rogue, you know, this one's the Carnivore, of course, as clearly you can see. Oh, and kudos. Says it on both sides. Don't want any light glare there. Got Carnivore, Carnivore. So, they've figured out the double-sided. Maybe Nerf can at some point. But coming to a conclusion here, this is a silly, fun, not serious blaster that surprisingly has decent performance. I mean, like I said, between 75 to 77 feet per second, depending on the dart used, which is not bad for the intended purpose. And little scope, some darts included, and it's just simply the whole, you know, racking back the bolt action and then sliding it forward and popping off a dart. It just brings a smile to your face. I mean, any age. But it's also, because of the design on this one, it's quite usable by everybody. So, a very cheap home run from Busby. It's a new version of a years past classic with the Predator and the Alpha Rogue, but just an easy recommendation. So, hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.